Heyo everybody, Haku here with my live reaction or read through for Reiwa no Dara-san. Chapters 10 through 12, probably, I think. So this volume is 8 chapters. So what I'm thinking we'll do is 3 chapters this video, 3 chapters next video, and 2 chapters plus the bonus chapter the video after that. And kind of divided into thirds like I did last volume. But I will be so for real with you, though I have only read 1 volume, I have only read 9 chapters, I have been so obsessed with this series. It is my favorite thing I've read on the channel in a very long time. I absolutely adore how great, I've mentioned it every time, so I'm not gonna try not to say the same thing again and again and again, but I adore how great the art is, how amazing the characters are, how nuanced and detailed they are, how the story does this great job of telling this scary, really good, detailed story and then hitting us with a punchline and giving us this really, really funny comedy. The character designs and art are incredible, which leads to some great ecchi. It really just hits in every single way for me. I've been so obsessed with it. I've watched the cast of the anime doing the little discussion panel things. So I've watched that even though it's only in Japanese. I have went and after I recorded last week's video, I went and looked up the mangaka and everything. And in doing that, saw the R18, the director's cut of chapter 7. So I've seen that. And of course, looking up the mangaka, one of the first things I saw was tagged Ibaraki Doji, and then so much clicked for me. That's why Reiwa no Dara-san is so good. No one who loves Ibaraki Doji like that could ever be a bad person. So it all just makes perfect sense now. I am loving this. I think it's incredible. I think it's so good, and I can't wait to continue. I've been wanting to record again for so long. It feels like it's been forever. All I've wanted to do is record this again, but I haven't had time until now. So either way, let's go start things off with chapter 10. So we start off, we have the volume cover at the beginning. All right. And again, I think the official English version in a couple days, well, technically a little over a week, the official English volume 3 will come out. I like reading the volume version, so even if it's not the official, maybe I'll be reading here, because I don't know what I'm going to do with the anime. I've got to make sure I'm not behind where the anime is as I'm watching the anime, right? Right? So I don't know. Either way, though, I will want to... Sorry, I just got distracted by something on the cover. Either way, I will try my best to react to the volume versions, and I will be supporting the official versions when they come out, even for the ones that I might get ahead of. But what I noticed, what I got distracted by, is the pin on Kaoru's hat just says Unko. What is the fashion in this series? We have our table of contents here. So we have 8 chapters plus the bonus, so like I said, I think I'll count the bonus as its own chapter and do 3 per video, I think. But we're starting off with the setup that we've had for the previous chapters, where we're starting in the flashback. The severed head and the body of Yamatagi Madara, the valley straddler, were each sealed away in separate caves deep in the mountains where the village folk rarely trod. To ward off travelers, callow children, and daring youths, the location of the caves was kept tightly confidential, and their entrances were guarded with magic. The younger priestess had no cause to suspect sabotage. She and her twin had risked their lives together to quell the beast and lay those seals. It never occurred to her that her sister might have weakened one. Perhaps the curse that now befouls the land seeps from the giant snake's remains. I think so as well. Weak as it was in the end, though, I doubt any curse it spreads in its current state would stay potent for very long. At worst, it may linger in this world longer than we, so for the sake of these people who accepted us, let us each purify our tainted waters till no more harm can be done. Yes, dear sister. And so the younger sister earnestly devoted her days to purifying the land. Thanks to her efforts, the plague began to recede from the eastern hamlet. Meanwhile, those in the neglected western hamlet grew restless. Beset by drought, they saw themselves as the sole bearers of misfortune, and in the depths of their discontent, my apologies for gathering you all at this hour. I didn't think it prudent to risk unrest by raising this matter in public. Have you learned something, milady priestess? The East seems largely untouched by the plague, yet I sensed a great evil emanating from the seal on their mountain. What? My younger sister has envied me for years, but now the Easterners treat her as a living goddess. The elder priestess robbed them of their ability to calmly assess their situation. Perhaps her jealousy compels her to use Yamatagi Madara's curse to taint our water for revenge. Maybe she hopes the lingering curse will expose me as an incompetent priestess, for which you will exile me. In truth, I failed to protect you, and now it's come to this. I couldn't blame you for shunning me. We would never. How could such a thing be? Have we lost our families to a plague born of petty jealousy? To think one who seemed so kind could be so cruel. That younger sister of mine, she visits each family in the East Hamlet day after day. She has the water supply under her thumb. Soon the eastern villagers themselves will be as well. I fear she's inciting them to seize my shrine once I'm gone, and with it these fertile lands. Those of the West had long held the eastern hamlet in contempt, and the thought weighed on them that the East's grievances would eventually come home to roost. This is so good. This is so well written, so well done, and I am sorry if the lighting here gets too crazy harsh. For some, it feels like the sun is beating down through the window right now. I am so sorry if the lighting is going nuts. Racked by drought and plague, the people of the West were desperate for a scapegoat. The good people of the East aren't to blame for my sister's provocations. I beg you, will you grant me your strength to end my sister's madness and save the Easterners? Milady priestess, lift your head, milady, you needn't bow to us. Please, milady. They jumped at the chance to believe the elder priestess's lies. And now we go to our frontispiece, Horror 10. And it looks like we have the Misogia family cooking. Alright. Hey mom, about this weekend. And we see the mom. Why is everybody so comedically hot? Everyone is gorgeous. Everyone is so sexy. Hey mom, about this weekend. Can me and Kaoru sleep over at a friend's place? Fine by me, if you won't be a bother. I should at least say hi to their parents. That's cool, mom. It's funny because I saw at the end of last volume, they were like, this is what you really want next volume, and they were talking about them going to stay with Dara-san. Would you pack 3 lunches instead? And can we take over some of our veggies for dinner? Of course you can. Invite this friend of yours over here next time, okay? Okay, thanks a mil, Mom. So our mom said it was cool the day before yesterday. They lie so easily. How nice for you. Heading there later, I trust. Do enjoy yourselves. I love Dara-san's way that she interacts with them, but also from the very beginning, I love Hinata and Kaoru. They're such good main characters. I love the way that they're just kind of... relatable. I wasn't a bad kid or anything. I always listened and everything, but they're relatable in just a down-to-earth kind of way. They're little shits in a way. But I freaking love the way that they're written. Here you go, Dara-san, 1 box lunch, just for you. You betcha. I'm the friend. Well, you don't seem the type to sleep outdoors. You don't only roam the mountains 24/7, do you, Dara-san? I've scant memories of my past, but no, I suppose I don't do much roaming now. You've got a home of your own, right? Let's go. I want to poke around your place. How can such adorable faces emit such boorish demands? You cannot trust Kaoru's adorable face. I am, nobody is safe around him. My gallons are at risk. No way, no how. You shouldn't even come past the fence, let alone visit my lair. And then their faces again. Well, I suppose there is a place I might call home. Boo. However, I took you there before, did I not? When I spirited you away? We see World of Life, the Shallows where you went before, and Dara's domicile in the depths, and Spirit Realm Depth Gauge. My dwelling is quite deep within the Spirit Realm. Huh? This is not a matter of huh. The deeper you go, the further you stray from the world of life. 'Tis far too dangerous for mortals. And we see humans, ghosts, mutant monsters. And we have like typical horror characters there. Yokai, closer to that than the realm of the living. And then divinity in the furthest depths. I love this face from Dara-san, but also whenever we see the goofy little like drawings like this, they always have balls every time. Ah, but we brought all this stuff. I even swiped some of Gramps' extra special Yokon stash. May he scold you soundly for it. I guess we can settle for a mountain campout. If you expect me to babysit, then you'd better be on your oof. And looking at their faces. Only do exactly as I say. If you can stick to that, then I'll take you. We will. Really? Listen, I'll try to keep this simple, lest the details bog you down. If you don't obey, you're likely to pay with your lives. Got it? Faces that say, but if we're good, we'll be fine, right? And she takes a piece of her hair and snaps it off. What the? Dara-san, your hair! This may sound gross, but braid this like, a friendship bracelet, is it? Aye, aye. Hirone-chan, we can use these clips. And they start making it. All done. Give it here. Now to coat it with saliva and wrap it in a paper charm. Like it or not, you must wear that directly on your skin. I'll spare you the details, but do not take it off. As long as you wear it properly, it'll soak in the miasma. And should we happen to run across something unseemly, it won't sense that you're living souls. And we have, what the hell are you doing, boy? We have him just still sucking on it. Swapping spit. At least be discreet enough to call it an indirect kiss, like not even using indirect kiss. Now then, stand back a bit. I'm tunneling into the depths of the spirit realm. Who knows what might spring out? And she starts forming hand signs and creates a gate. When we got spirited away that day, the priestess showed up. Dara-san yanked us in out of nowhere before I could get a good look. But it's what you'd call a portal spell, ain't it? Its startup sequence is pretty fast too. Startup sequence? Are you quick on the uptake or just fearless and foolhardy? The shallows you saw before are nothing compared to where we're headed. Stick close if you can, their faces. Next time you cast that spell, make it more magical girlish, okay? And we see magical girl Dara-san, too tight, about to pop out. Very attractive. Did you hear a word I just said, boy? Oh, fine, I suppose I'll look into it. Great attitude. Can we go in yet? Can we? Take one of my hands before you do. Charm or no charm, you're still outsiders in the spirit realm. You might well be dragged away and lost. And now we see, passing through, yeesh, it's dark. It is indeed. Time, weather, such concepts do not exist here. The deeper one goes into the spirit realm, the darker it seems, but in truth, even I don't know if this is its intrinsic appearance. Our apperception colors what we see in here. The night, the sea, dim cellars, 'tis we who associate depth with darkness. And so it may only appear dark to us, or perhaps this world itself shows us the form it wishes us to see. That stuff probably explains why we can see a little bit through the dark around us wherever we go for some reason. Perhaps. Here we are. And again, I love the lore, world building, whatever you want to say, the explanations of how this stuff works. Then, it's just a basic-ass house. Spare me the disappointed grumbles. Is this one of those, houses where you get good luck if you take stuff? Mayoiga, you mean. Those are more like house-shaped yokai. This is, how should I put it, a home built on a plot that got swallowed by the spirit realm. Such ghost stories are told, yes? Travelers return to find houses or even villages gone and so forth. This house is something like that. I kinda sorta get it. Sorry to barge in. And just literally just charging. Shall I slice that yokan and make some tea? The power and gas work here. I haven't the foggiest idea how, though. Or haven't the foggiest how, though. Isn't eating dead folks' food bad? It's called, yomotsu hekoi? Yomotsu hegui, you mean. I'm impressed you know enough to come so close. And we see Jumbo Yokai Encyclopedia. Boys love books about spooky stuff. Huh. Huh. I know not what happens if you taste the flesh of that which was born here, but you brought this water here yourselves. And the tea leaves were left in the house, so they're from the world of life too. Plus, this is the spirit realm, not the underworld. You should be fine. You should be fine. Do you mostly stick to the first floor? I do indeed. I gave the second floor a glance when I moved in, but that's all. Time to go exploring. Yay! Coming back immediately disappointed. It's just a normal worn-down old house. Well, I told you 'twas no more than a mundane ruin. The perfect digs for Dara-san, Miss Quirky herself. 'Tisn't the word I'd use. Maybe she's gotta live in a dump like this? I don't know if I'd call it a dump. This room and the halls and the entrance are spick and span. 'Tis because I tidied it up. For centuries I raged with no contact with human culture. Whether I dwelled in the mountains, slithered among men, or hid myself in the spirit realm, to my mind, mired as it was in the serpent, it was all just a hollow dream. Then I found this house swallowed up by the spirit realm. Acquainting myself with the things within was a perfect way to pass time. That was so cool. Awesome as an awe-inspiring, literally godlike. You're like so in character. Oh, stop it, will you? Wait, you're saying a legendary tatarigami tidied up around the house? We want to see. Show us your legendary cleaning skills. What is it that you expect? And we have Maid Dara-san. I love all of the different outfits that we get to see her in. So sexy. The paper on the sliding doors is ripped to shreds, and the second floor's a war zone. We gotta have a serious scrub sesh. You intend to come here again? And we did see before when they had their outfits. And it's very funny how Hinata's is like a normal maid outfit, and then Kaoru's is sexy maid. Again, gallons at a risk. You're staying the night, are you not? Yes, ma'am. I must step away for a bit, but you are not to leave this house. Why, what's up? They are totally not listening. I must hang futons for you back in the world of life while the sun's still out. I can't say they're fresh, given how long they've sat in that closet. But 'tis better than sleeping on the floor. And then their smiles. They're such little shits. She should know better than to trust them. Far be it from me to consider myself a god, but I'd still rather nobody see my shrine in this state. Using the shrine as clothing lines, essentially. Okay, and that's where we end the chapter. That was so much. It was so much fun. It was so good. Again, I love the characters. I love the vibes, the explanations for everything. Everything just hits so well. But for the bonuses at the end here, we have Warding Braid. Saliva has protective properties in and of itself, and hair is said to be charged with spiritual power and energy. To soak a braid of hair in saliva and ritually wrap it in a paper charm, soak a braid of hair in saliva and ritually wrap it in a paper charm. And you've got an extremely powerful protective talisman that'll put a serious damper on malevolent spirits' ability to detect you. In the era when Dara-san lived as a priestess, those caught up in spiritual strife carried such charms in order to temporarily hide themselves from harmful ghosts and yokai. No, that's not... Will you cut that out? And we have mustache formed with it. Okay. Well, moving on. Chapter 10 was amazing. Again, I love every little thing about this. I think the world, the characters, the way that the interactions go, everything down to the pacing is just so perfect. I love it. And I love the art and style. It's so, so good. With that all aside, let's continue on to chapter 11. We start in our flashback, as is typical. We have this cave with the charms hanging up and all. And then a stone is split by hammer and chisel. This trepidation. Cold miasma so thick it clings to me. It can't be. And she takes off, running. Sister? Off to the mountain seal, are you? I am. I've got the most dreadful feeling, sister. I figured she'd notice. My whole plan rides on it, in fact. Who are these people? Oh, just a few kind souls who assist in my duties at the shrine in the western hamlet. I asked them along since I thought we might need some help. The villagers live in fear, and they're a step away from falling into chaos. It's of utmost urgency that we put an end to this calamity. Let us make haste to ensure the hidden seal holds fast. These men will watch our backs. And we see the stuff trying to escape. And it pushes its way through. It's the body of the serpent. Okay, we have 411. And again, I want to see what happens then with the head and the older sister and all. And we go to our frontispiece now with Dara-san doing laundry. Again, this art is gorgeous. That looks so good. And now we have her returning to the house. There goes Dara-san through her Tori portal. Tori portal, huh? The second floor had a kid's room with a bunch of books in it. What do you think's on the first floor? Other than this room, you mean? Probably a crapper and a kitchen at least. Is that a taiko drum and a flute? Sounds like a festival to me. Want to take a look? Do you, One-chan? Hell no, I don't. Gotta ignore it. Whatever it is, it's defo bad news. Hey, Kaoru, check it out. They got a Famicom. Okay, interesting response from them. Like, not wanting to mess with the supernatural here. Since it's down here and not... I wonder if we're gonna get, like, more of a backstory to this house and whose it was and how it ended up here. Since it's down here and not up in the kids' room, these folks must have put limits on screen time, those poor kids. I'm going to the bathroom for a bit. They got carts, too. When you're done, let's get our game on. Okay, let's see here. What is the sitch with the TV? Oof, it doesn't have a remote. Will it even turn on? Whoa, it's getting a signal. And then she hesitates. One-chan, it's an old pit toilet. I couldn't even see the bottom. It's creepy as heck. Plus those festival sounds stopped at some point and, what's up? The shows and commercials here are kinda weird. Baseball's on, but I don't know whose uniforms those are supposed to be. I tried to look them up, but I don't have any bars here, so who knows? 'Tis only a guess, but time may have stopped for this house some 40 years ago, likely on the day it was drawn into this realm. The TV shows an endless loop of what was on that day. The food in the house never goes bad, but not a thing will grow in the garden. It seems not to revert to its past state when changed, however. The weeds I've pulled stay gone, and dust doesn't build back up after I clean. Huh. One-chan, look what I found in the closet. And we have Great Escape from Hell the game. You're too cozy here. It's a haunted house. Show some trepidation. I don't know. I'm finding it hard to fear anything in here. Dara-san's back and all, so let's give the Great Escape from Hell a shot. I've never seen a real physical game or real physical board game before. Huh. Let's see here. First, draw a character card to determine your sin and where your punishment shall commence. That sure got heavy in a hurry. Is this really for ages 8 and up? I'm a bank robber, and I'm a serial arsonist. Perhaps these souls are better left in hell, no? What are you, Dara-san? A serial killer, apparently. Alrighty, I start off on the Mountain of Needles. Dara-san, you're in the torture chamber. Kaoru, you're on a scorching hot griddle. The art's as gnarly as the setting. What's up, Dara-san? Nothing. Huh, how perfectly fitting. And we see the serial killer card. Until very recently, I was not but a myth to these children. To them I only existed in tall tales of dubious truth. And though they know me now, I doubt they grasp who I am at my core. Earth to Dara-san, it's your turn. Right. They don't know these hands have been stained with blood for years untold. Aw man, that last round spider's thread was way too OP. It's a devilishly solid shortcut. We see Kaoru victory. Well, that's that. It's about time I brought your futons back in. Do you have a big earthenware pot? Alright, we'll get ready to make hot pot. You lugged all that here? Keep the gas range off till I return. Fire's not to be toyed with. And leave the knife work to Hinata, you hear? 'Kay, we'll set up in the kitchen. The fruit knife's the only blade in the house that isn't rusted. One moment. And she reaches down into her gullet and starts pulling one of their reactions. How's this? It'll need a wash, but the edge should be keen. Kinda sketchy, but so long as I don't wind up damned for chopping chow with it, it'll work. Once again, allow me to reiterate. I've cursed many a human and taken many a life. As Misogias, I'm sure you've heard no small number of tales. And the multi-tail look could be kinda sexy. I renounced humanity and killed in kind. It's best you keep your distance from one with such sin on her hands. Yeah, but ain't that ancient history? Didn't you say you were like another person back then? No, listen to me. Anywho, sure, we always heard there's some freaky ass god up in the mountains. The translators do such an amazing job with this too. That's also kind of why I want to stick with the official translation. The translators have been crushing it. They do such a good job with this. But then you yourself told us it's all good so long as we don't do nothing wrong. Look what I snuck in. And we see Jun something. Child Bride is the name of the alcohol. You take offerings of booze, don't ya? Yes. Do you like shichimi in your hot pot, Dara-san? After we return on the morrow, stay off the mountain for good. And we have the three of them sleeping, is what I meant to tell them at least. Rare Hinata panty shot, but I hesitate to call it Hinata fan service. It's not really fan servicey. Back to what I was saying. So you're awake too? We probably still don't know squat about you, Dara-san, but how's this? Once upon a time, a big bad snake monster made a huge-ass mess, and now you gotta live in secret in the mountains. Can't we leave it at that? I remember my deeds clearly, even now. I laid my hands on my own sister and parents of my own volition. If I truly wished to drive these children away, I should have told them as much. And yet I couldn't bring myself to confess as much. I like that we're seeing so much into her character as well. She feels so guilty for the things that she's done, and she keeps trying to push them away, but at the same time, she doesn't actually want to push them away. As for why, I have an inkling. I've likely grown reliant on their brazen impudence. Now then, I suppose I'll tidy up a bit, and after they leave. I'd never felt this way before, not as a human, and nor now as a monster. The fear of being abandoned by those closest to me. In short, it seems that even it's only a shabby house I claimed on a whim when I drifted into the spirit realm. 'Tis natural that it be dreary and cold. And she thinks about cooking with them, but the cold really stands out with them gone. Can feel the sting of loneliness. And she looks back and sees the clothes left behind. Doskebe Valkyrie underwear. Huh? Hey, you left more than a few bags behind at my house, you know. Give me the phone. Yeah, gotta have stuff to wear next time we're over. I rented that maid outfit for you too. We'll take some matchy-matchy pics next time. On second thought, stay away from the mountain. This was so fun again. I love their relationship. It's so good. And so detailed and interesting. I love the series so much. And we have The Great Escape from Hell, the game. And then Gwahahaha. We have Oni Hinata, one of the many variations of a popular board game that first hit the market decades ago, though it was a fairly standard peace-advancing affair, the game captured the hearts of children with its elaborate pieces and the spinner, which is used in place of dice. Horror-themed variants were especially popular. The Great Escape from Hell version you see here sets remarkably high sales records. Players assume the roles of vicious criminals and play through various in-game scenarios, survive punishments, and draw virtue cards to earn clemency based on the good deeds they did in life. Naturally, their ultimate goal is to escape from hell. The game itself sold well, not only on its own merits, but also for the Encyclopedia of Hell included in the box. Packed with content and lavishly illustrated, it's a truly premium bonus item that remains sought after to this day. And again, I feel like Oni, Hinata, they could have thrown at us a much sexier panel if they wanted to. I feel like, as you read along, you really see that the mangaka favors Kaoru. You really see the Kaoru favoritism. And while I love Kaoru, and while I love the ecchi, the fan service, I think Dara-san is extremely attractive. I think, Kaoru is extremely attractive. I kind of wish that Hinata felt less like a little bit of an afterthought. I mean, Hinata is, all three of them are developed, all three of them are cool, but thinking back through the volume I've read already in these 2 chapters, Hinata does feel like she gets less time in the spotlight than Kaoru and Dara-san. So I kind of want a little bit more Hinata as well. And for Hinata to be given the respect and ecchi that she deserves as well. Don't let her down. Let her be sexy too. But either way, with that aside, chapter 11 down, let's go finish out the video with chapter 12. Starting with our flashback this time, my sister and I are off to check on the seal. If any Easterners come to see the state of the mountain, kindly hold them back. With that, the twin priestesses proceeded farther into the mountains. However, the younger priestess soon realized that she was in grave danger, for the sounds of branches breaking and something slithering by sent a chill down her spine and caused her hair to stand on end. And through the din she sensed it, a palpable rage drawing closer and closer. Sister, right. Paper was precious and expensive in those days, especially to itinerant exorcists. And so, except in the most extraordinary of cases, the sisters made charms of bamboo, wood slats, and tanned bark instead. Should they need to cast spells on their own bodies, they wrote them on their skin in ink when they had time to prepare, though many had to be carved into their flesh. Wheel of Flame. So it's come to this. The elder priestess particularly loathed this technique. Thus, she primarily led consecrations and land-purifying rituals, the spells for which she could carve into stone or wood, and forced her sister to conduct the more monstrous rites that called for scarification. For that reason, the younger twin's body bore hideous scars, a gnarled web of spells that never completely healed. Damn you, contemptible botflies, the both of you. Give it back. Give it back, and we have the body. Where is it? Though still riddled with deep wounds and missing its head, Yamatagi Madara's body had slithered through the seal. Where is my head? In its tremendous fury, it posed an even greater threat than the elder priestess imagined. She meant to worm her way out of fighting and leave her sister exhausted, but the risk was too great for such a scheme. Still, she cunningly contrived to lay most of the burden on her sister as they fought. The titanic snake spewed words of hatred all the while. As the sisters fought it to bind it once more to the earth. And we stop there. Every time it's so good. Every time I'm left wanting more. I do like as well, though, when it ties into the chapter that follows. But it's so good. I'm always left wanting more. It's so well written. And the art is amazing. So we start off again, the Kaoru favoritism, Kaoru frontispiece. And then we start with the mom, damn. Yes? Oh, hi, Yoshioka-kun. Sorry, Kaoru's not in right now. He's sleeping over at a friend's place. Invite him some other time? Okay. Or invite him some other time, okay? That's what your mom told me. So, where'd you go? You left us with barely enough players for three-base baseball. Well, my big sis and I went to her friend's house. For real? You crashed a junior high school, or a junior high girls' slumber party? You horn dog. No, it wasn't like that. Ch, look at Misagiya, playing pick-me with the boys like that. I mean, he is a boy too, so it figures he'd hang out with boys. Okay, so we're gonna be introducing more characters as like classmates and friends for Kaoru. Hey, you left your cell phone at my house. Dara-san, she shows up to the school. Thanks a bunch. But, should you be at my school? You're still wearing the hair charm, are you not? That's why you can see me right now. No one else can, so worry not. Oh, right, because normally even Kaoru can't see her if she's hiding her presence. Hey, Misugiya. What's up, Tomita-san? What's this I hear about you sleeping over at some strange skank's house? You're in 5th grade. Well, my big sister was there too. So, what's she like? Huh? What's she like? He looks over. Her hair's super long. Sure. She's really tall. Sure. And she's like huge. The motioning. Surely there is a better way to put it, boy. Huge how? Say it, I dare you. We're 11 years old. Don't act like this match is already decided. It's only around immediate competition with this woman she's never met. Now, the next decade's what really matters. Just you watch me, Misogiya. What's got her panties in a bunch? Nothing you need to understand just yet, boy. She's a Tomita. They're the current wardens of the Eastern Shrine. The 2 hidden seals of Yamatagi. Okay, so Eastern. I thought, was Eastern not the one that Dara is a part of? Or is she Western and I'm mixing them up? So she is part of the Wardens. Okay, so the Tomita are one Warden family and the Misugiya are another Warden family. So there's probably going to be rivalry there. And whatever family... Oh gosh, Nagi? Whatever family Nagi was from or whatever, Nagi is the current priestess for at least one of them. Again, trying to get the world building down. 'Twas a quarrel between East and West villages that made me what I am long ago. I suppose things have changed with the times. Oh, about that, What? I'm all curious now, so this weekend, please use that stuff to give us a rundown on what really happened back in the day, okay? You want me to draw it? Okay, given a bunch of, sketch materials and stuff. Gramps told us his version back home. The priestesses beat the foul serpent, but he saw an opening and took over one of their bodies. Or something like that. But it didn't line up with what you told us before. Like, there was this big bad snake and you ended up taking it deep inside yourself and wabam, Dara-san was born. Okay, that's pretty much all we know. I can't say that's wrong, but again, the way you put that. Okay, so maybe the flashbacks we're seeing at the beginning are going to all lead up to her telling the story to them, and what we've been seeing at the beginning of the chapters is her version of the story toward them, maybe? I don't know, though. Then again, maybe not, because we're seeing in the beginning parts of the chapters what seems like an objective view. Like, we're seeing things that Dara-san wouldn't have known about her sister, probably. Like, we're seeing an objective view as an audience being narrated to. I don't know, though. Oops, time for class. It's okay, just draw the juicy bits. The juicy bits, eh? Not even I know what I did to make my sister reject me, to the point that she'd take my very life, but either way, whatever the boy's expecting to learn, my past won't make for a fun tale to hear. Then again, this may be the perfect chance to show them how horrifying I truly am. They'll know the terror of the Tatarigami who dwells in the mountains to this day. And her drawing skills and reaction. It's so good because we have the multiple hands, so you can have the set that's like holding the hat or holding the scarf down and slamming her fist into the table, the one that's holding the pen like that, the 2 on her head. Wait, wouldn't it be better to simply tell them? Oh, she noticed. All right, with the time we've got left, let's write a short essay. The theme should be, My dreams for the future, for this year at least. Feel free to talk it over with your neighbors, but still keep your voices down. Are you gonna take over your family biz, Tomita-san? I doubt it. I've got a big brother after all. So I'll probably escape this tiny town and get a cool, stylish job in the big city, like a girl boss or something. That's more of a job title than a job, and even then. Oh yeah? How about you then? Last year you said you want to make video games or CG art or whatever. Well, you want to get out of town too, don't ya? I was fine either way, but these days, I don't know if I feel like leaving my hometown. Huh. Meh, it's not like I hate it here or anything, you know? And it's interesting, is Tomita going to have it's not like jealousy and competition with Kaoru as much, but also a crush on Kaoru even maybe? Bye-bye, Sensei. Bye-bye, everybody. So long, class. Oh, Tomita-san, I'd like to discuss your essay. Huh? Why, Sensei? Now, if you ask me, your answer's just fine, but since your parents may see this, you probably shouldn't say your future dream is to be a madam. It may be best to rephrase it as homemaker or the like, if that's what you mean. Oh, right. Thanks for looking out for me, Sensei. Oh, but it's gotta fit in 5 letters if I erase the original wording, right? Matron, maybe? Wow, that's quite old-fashioned. I've never illustrated a story before, much less one for children. That's right. The children's room upstairs may be rife with reference material. And we're back to Dara-san. We see Demon Fist North Star, Shonen Junk, and then with gorgeous full-color intro pages, Bad Girl Academy, Pro Wrestling High School, Nailbat Koshian's Wild, Martial Soccer Soldier Bond, Mammoth Mammary Water Margin. This is the Katsuragi Expedition Crew. Then Jin Exo Hunter, Owl in the Ring, maybe? Howl in the Ring, because we see another one over there with it. Sure enough, these manga and magazines are older than the both of them, and we have it's from 19 censored. I hear media these days is mostly remakes of older works anyway. Surely there's something in here the youth of today can relate to. And her drawing style has changed, but still not to her satisfaction. These panels are so good. We see new and used books, antiques, golden oldies books. And she is... we have intro to illustration. Everything you need to start drawing today in one book. And we've got Deathband Yamagi, Jack Areola, and Yumeko Toto? Obfuscation field concealing Creel. So she's gone in disguised. Having to hide myself to obtain things from the world of man is a real pain, but desperate times call for desperate measures. And Hinata runs into her. Sup, Dara-san? Don't see you out of the mountains in your human getup very often. What you reading? Shit, it's bad enough she's gifted with the second sight. I had to go and give her that charm and strengthen our bond. Now I've no privacy. Wait, if anyone sees me at all, the spell's busted. I can't have you reading without paying, miss. So, what were you reading? Silence, child. That's the first time anyone's dared to scold me since I became a Tatarigami. Okay, and we're done with this chapter. Okay, I really want to learn more. Like I said at the beginning, or maybe end of last chapter, I want more Hinata, but I think fleshing out some of Kaoru's classmates could be fun too. Because we have the bonus at the end here this time is Tomita Kanna, a girl in Kaoru's elementary school class and the daughter of the family that watches over the mountain on the east side of town. She has a brother, so east side of town has to be the older sister then. Okay. She has a brother who's significantly older than her who works in the big city. Kanna's family is one of the wealthiest in town, or in their small town, which would make her something of a podunk princess, but she's not the type to flaunt her fortune. Although she tends to be a little hard on Kaoru, the two of them actually get along quite well. Much to Kanna's dismay, Kaoru's never been much of one for hanging around with friends after school, with those tendencies growing even stronger as of late. Maidenly stress weighs down even more heavily on her heart. Okay, I also do want to see more of Kanna. I want to see more of where the mangaka goes with all of this. But this was amazing. Again, I love the series. I love the vibes. It's incredible. It's perfect for me. I love it so much. But with all of that aside, I don't think I have a lot left to say. So, yeah, I just really, really enjoyed and loved this. And hopefully I will not have to wait too long before getting to do the next 3 chapters. So with that all aside, thank you so, so much for being here. Thank you. If you did like the video, comment down there to tell me what you thought of these chapters, my first thoughts and reaction to them. I love them. I love this all so much so far. Like, comment, subscribe for more Dara-san, much more on the channel. If you want to help support the channel by becoming a member or patron, hit join down below to become a member. Go to patreon.com/Haku of the Tubes, or a link will be in the description. Or if you want to share around or drop a super thanks, that's appreciated. You also get your name at the end of videos. You get One Piece Bingo a bit early. So thank you to people who are already members and patrons. Thank you to chosen regulars Evan Holly and Bertie Wooster, Magical Girls, DD Ban and Maru, Tiverton Student, David Langstaff, Slayer Candidates, SG and Stan Cedar, and Pure Element Paterial. Thank you all so much for your support. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time.